I'm Nicola, and this is my colleague Helen. Hello. And we've got a show on at the Fringe. It's called What Skeletons Are in Your Closet. It's part of the Cabaret of Dangerous Ideas, and it's on the 19th of August. And we're going to say a little bit about what's going to happen in that show in the hope that you will rush out and buy your ticket right away. So our show is about the Statistical Accounts of Scotland, and Helen's going to say a little preview about what they are.
Thanks, Nicola. The Statistical Accounts of Scotland are the brainchild of Sir John Sinclair, who was MP for Thurso around the 1790s. He wrote to every minister in Scotland, over 900 parishes, and he sent them over 160 questions, asking about all aspects of life in Scotland at that time. All of these answers were gathered together and published under the Statistical Accounts of Scotland, parish by parish. What Nicola and I are going to concentrate on, if you want to look at our board, representing our brain dump of ideas, is about the outsiders, the non-productive class. We're thinking we're going to look at the paupers, the lunatics, the destitute, people with disabilities, and see how they were cared for and reported through the eyes and opinions of these ministers. And then we want to involve the audience and get them to think about how we might report this sort of thing today, how others would see what we do for the more unfortunate in our society, how we care for them. Nicola, do you want to say a bit more about what else we're going to do?
So it's not just about outsiders, it's also about taboos and secrets, as the title might suggest. So there are some things that were deemed very immoral in the account. So in the 1790s, drinking tea was the height of forbidden behaviours. Yeah, not okay. So we want to have a think about, what the modern equivalent might be. I'm not quite sure. Might be legal highs, it might be helium, I don't know. So we want you to come along, because that audience, you want it to be you, to tell us what you think we should ask, what kind of questions we would ask to run a new kind of statistical account. And, someone 200 years down the line, what would they actually be able to see of these people who are generally outside of our mainstream accounts of life? So come along, share your thoughts on the original accounts, but also what you think we should be collecting in something that's the modern equivalent. And yes, sorry.
I was just going to say, the other thing Sir John wanted to measure was the quantum of happiness of the people. And we want you, the audience, to help us understand how we might measure the quantum of happiness of our current society.
And then we have to figure out what a quantum of happiness is, and Sir John had some ideas about that. So join us on the 19th of August. We're in a yurt. It's called The Stand on the Square, and you can look us up in the Fringe programme. We're What Skeletons Are in Your Closet. Tickets are £5, which is a good bargain, and come with lots of ideas or lots of thoughts on what you think the outsiders today look like and how we can possibly capture them outside of all our regular statistics. So join us then.
See you then.
See you then.